Hello everyone, BeBo here, and today I'm here with Justin from Fireside Games, and we are going to be taking a look at Remnants.
Ta-da! You've taken a look at Remnants. We'll do a little more than that, though.
Yeah.
So Remnants is our post-apocalyptic survival game. This is sort of the Mad Max game that a lot of people have been asking us for, and boom, here you go. Everyone in the game is going to be running a compound, and they have their own group of survivors. And the goal is to go out there, get resources, the remnants of civilization, if you will. That's what we've got out here. And then they're going to bring them back, and you're going to spend them to get these cards. These development cards are how you're going to build up your compound, and also how you're going to fight off bad guys that are coming every other turn. So there's a little bit of multiple things going on here. There's a real-time dice rolling element to get these resources. There's a light engine building thing going on over there, and then there's some very simple dice and card combat you're going to have over here. So, with that said, should we get started?
Yes.
All right,
get started.
cool. First part of the game is we're going to send our people out to go get resources. It's called committing your scavengers and looters. There's two parts to the board. There's the sandy part where all the resources are, and just so everybody can see, the wood, the metal, the rope, the plastic, and the cloth that are out there in the world. Just happens to match what's on our dice. Oh, it's like we planned that. It's pretty good. Now, the die also have a star, which I'll get to in a minute, but that's the main resources. So if you send your people out into the sandy part, you're basically saying these are how many workers are going out, and each one of them is going to bring back one resource if I can roll it fast enough, because we're getting into a real-time spot, and I might come back empty-handed if you're quicker than me. Okay. Everyone you send to the edge of the board with this ruined city is going looting. Looters are going to be how you move your cube. So you've got medicine, screwdriver, and scrap. I'll get to that in a minute. But basically, the more people you send, or let me rephrase that, every person you send is one roll of a die, but this time you're going to count the dots that are on the die, because each face of the die either has a symbol that matches one of the resources, or, well, also, it also has a dot. 1, 2, and 3 is the range of dots. So the more you roll, the more points in loot you're going to bring back, but it's one roll for each person. So this isn't a real-time, or I'm sorry, this part's not a re-roll real-time place. This is a frenzy. This is just a roll and done.
Okay.
So, you and I both have specialists. There are 4 compounds in the game. One of them comes with 6 normal, regular survivors that don't do anything special. The other 3 come with 5 total survivors, but one of them is a specialist. My specialist is good at loot. I'm going to get 1 extra dot when I roll die for loot. Your specialist can bring back 2 things, because normally you're going to roll and get 1 thing per person, and that's all they can bring back. 2 is better than 1. So, with that said, you can put your people out however you want. I'm actually going to split mine. I'm going to send 2 looting and 3 to go get resources.
That was my idea.
Jeez.
So this guy here, he gets bonus resources.
Right, he can carry 2. So he's going to carry 2. But the trick is you're going to have to roll for it. Because what's going to happen is when we're ready, we're going to start rolling our dice at the same time. You can re-roll in any combination you want. You can bank a die, keep rolling. Once you get 3 of a kind, you take that resource and you put it on. Oh, you can put yours on your side of the board, actually.
Oh.
See, you've got your own ruin. Look at that.
Cool. I was just coming to hang out with you.
I know. It would be pretty cool, and realistically, we might want to cooperate, but no, this game's not like that.
Okay.
Unlike a lot of our other stuff, no. So you're trying to roll the 3 of a kind, and when you do, you say, okay, cool, I got wood, I'll put it over here on this person over there. Your guy can do that twice. All your other people can only take 1 thing, so that's what your guy does. Still have to roll for it, but you can carry 2 things.
Okay, got it.
So we have sent our people out into the wastelands. We're all excited. The problem is, it's the apocalypse, or afterwards. The Badlands cards has to get flipped. Something bad is going to, well, maybe good, probably bad. It's going to happen to our people. We flip it over and it says, oh, we got the best card in the game. Oasis. Gain 1 medicine for every 2 scavengers committed. So your scavengers are your sand people.
Darn.
So we all get a medicine. Pop your little red cube up 1, boom. There's only like 2 good ones in the game, and we just got 1. Yeah, it's 1 for every 2 scavengers. So since we both sent 3, it's just, yeah, round down.
I almost sent 4.
Ooh, see, that would have been awesome. Now, if you'll notice, there's something wacky going on with medicine. There's 2 zeros, and that's because basically we try to simulate the idea that the first medicine you find is bad, so it doesn't really count. The next time we get it, we'll actually get real points for medicine. The good news is you never go below this first 0. This is like your new bottom, so to speak. Okay. All the other resources are you're getting live resources as soon as you push them up, but you spend them at 2 to 1. Medicine, you spend 1 to 1. So, quick overview, medicine is how you heal. People are going to get injured in this game. You're going to flip them back over by paying a medicine point. Screwdrivers, if you spend 2 screwdrivers, you get 2 extra, every 2 screwdrivers is 1 dot on your die. That's helpful when you're looting, but it's really good when we fight the bad guys, which are coming later. Scrap is going to be spend 2 scrap to count as any 1 wild resource. So say when it's all over, I didn't get any plastic and I want to buy something that has plastic in it, spend 2 scrap, get some plastic. So you'll get loot in a generic form. You'll apply it specifically to whichever cube you want to move.
Okay.
Okay, we got our Badlands cards, we got our bad guys. It is time to roll. So what we're going to do is roll, and as soon as you get 3 of a kind, if you want it, you can re-roll if you don't want it. Take the resource, put it on a person. When you're done and you've got all your people filled up, go for the stars, because 3 stars is how you get the bonus token. The bonus token is awesome. It's a wild resource, one of anything, but it's like musical chairs. There's only one of it in a 2-player game. Whoever takes it first ends the round, even if the other person isn't done. So this is where you can be a little jerky if you want. So here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Let's do this. Yes.
Whoa. Can I take starts to do these?
Yes, if you've got them, take them.
Great.
Yes, I am going. Wood. So I got 1 wood on my.
Are stars wild?
Stars are what you get for the bonuses. So don't worry about stars right now. You want to get the stuff.
All right, got it.
And you can bank or keep any. You don't have to roll all 4 if you don't want to. So, like, I'm gonna try and get a little. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of. There we go. I got cloth.
I'm never gonna roll cloth. Here we go. Now I got cloth.
Oh man. Okay, so there is no more cloth. Don't bother rolling. It's gone. That's it. I'm gonna go for this one. See if I can get.
All right, I just rolled 3 of these.
Yep, rope. Oh, okay. Now your guy can carry 1 extra. Don't forget. So you've actually got 2 slots to fill. Put that over there.
Oh, that was a plastic. Sorry, I'm putting that back. Oop.
Oh man, really? Now I'm rolling all the wood.
Got it. Plastic.
There we go. There's 2, and 3 stars. So I call the bonus. That ends the round.
Darn it.
I beat you to it. So one of your people is empty. There's a little bit of a catch-up rule where the person who didn't get the bonus token gets 1 resource of anything left out on the board. So you just pick 1 and get it. Oh, I almost had you. Okay, so now our people come back and they bring their resources, and now we do our looters. Now looters aren't real time. We just roll. I sent 2 of them. I'm going to roll 2 dice. Now we're just adding up the dots. You did the same thing. Wow, that was a terrible roll.
That was a wonderful
Seriously. Seriously, can we zoom in on that? That's ridiculous.
That
All
is
right.
6.
She just got 6 loot. Now I rolled the 3, but my loot specialist called a rummager gets me an extra, so I actually get 4. You can move your cubes any way you want, a total of 6 points. Remember that scrap being wild is pretty cool. Screwdrivers aren't what we're going to need right now because we're not going to fight the bad guy till we get to a red space, which is every other turn. So I wouldn't worry about screwdrivers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going all scrap.
I'll get 4 scrap and 2 medicine.
Yeah, because you just have all these resources. It's no big deal. I like that. Okay, so that was rolling for looting. So now we have what we call the bury resources as part of the game. This is supposed to be the idea that everything's sinking into the sand. These are going to be timing out of the game. Next, when we get to the end of this turn, we're going to reset all the original resources, and these will still be available for us to get. But on the next turn, they go away and everything ages in. It's like a sinking mechanic kind of thing.
Okay.
Looters all come back. And now I was the first player because that's how I opened the game and set it up. So now we stop again with the whole real-time thing. And now it's the build phase. Well, let me back up. Technically, it's the fight phase, but you only fight when you're on a red square.
Okay.
So no red square, we skip the fight. There would be a heal phase also, but no one's injured. So now let's buy some stuff. I want to buy something awesome. And there are 3 different kinds of cards in the game. There's levels 1, 2, and 3, but those are just essentially how expensive and fancy they get. The 3 things you want to look at in the game are there's defensive cards, weapons, and specials. Defensive and weapons are how you fight the bad guys. You have a little blue shield on these defensive cards, and those are going to automatically wear down the health, which is shown over here at the top of the bad guy card. It's essentially the idea that they're wearing themselves out in your defenses, so they go down by 1 point. Every shield you have is an automatic -1. Pretty good. But to beat them, you have to actually roll dice, and that's where the fist comes in. Every fist icon is 1 die roll against a bad guy. Now the dice are 1 to 3, so that's good, but I probably am going to need a whole bunch of weapons to really get up there for some fighting power. Specials are all sorts of fun in that they break all the rules generally. Specials are going to do things like get you more VP at the end of the game, generate resources mid-game, get you buy things cheaper. We've got one up there, the training dummy. If you buy that, he's kind of pricey, but if you buy him, for the rest of the game, your weapons cards cost 1 less. So there's all sorts of juicy things out there. I have a rope, a cloth, and a wood, and I'm going to start. I also have a wild resource. I should probably go big, but I'm a little nervous. Some cards also have a little asterisk on it. The asterisk just means anything. It just takes 1 more resource.
Okay.
So for that reason, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the wood and the rope, and I'm going to buy the wood spikes over there. So my resources go back basically onto the table, so to speak. There's my rope, and there's my wood. My wood spikes come out. That's going to get me 1 defense, and we immediately refill. Ooh, the awesome axe is available if you would like it.
Okay.
And now you get to buy.
I'm going to pay 2 scrap and this cloth and plastic. Oops, cloth.
Yep, there we go.
Plastic.
Sweet.
To get the training company.
Oh, look at that.
'Cause
I shouldn't have said anything.
Seems like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead and flip over the top 3 and we'll see. So one of the nice things about this is even if you're not the first player, you are going to have the first buy on at least one card every time, as long as somebody buys something.
That is fair.
Yep.
Okay. Can I still buy more stuff?
On the next buy you can, but now it's my turn to buy. It just goes
Got
back
it.
and forth.
Okay.
So I've got a cloth and a wild, and I do have some scrap, and I'm thinking, boy, you just bought something really nice. I should be more aggressive than this, but I'm going to go a little bit conservative here. I'm going to play cloth. I'm going to count my wild as rope, and then for my mystery random element, I'm going to use my 2 scrap points, and I have bought the club. So I have my 2 cards. My bonus token goes away into the bonus discard pile, and my resources go there. Ooh, that's a fun one. If you have that card, this is one of the fun special cards. If you have that card, when it's the build phase, you roll a die and you get whatever resource it shows. If you roll a star,
Okay.
anything you want.
Cool. If I didn't want to buy this turn, do my resources carry over?
Yes, that's what the 4 little spaces on your border. You can keep 4 maximum.
Great.
Ooh, so that's actually a really good tactic early. You're going to be loaded next time with lots of stuff to buy.
Like weapons.
Exactly, yeah, I think that's coming. Okay, so I'm passing 2 because I'm out of stuff to buy. So that ends the build phase. So, and I explained it slightly wrong. We would actually now have the fight, then the heal phase. But again, not going to happen. Cleanup is basically a simple way of saying reset the game for one more round. So you want to make sure the number of resources on the board equals the number of players. That's what those big numbers are. So it's pretty easy. We're playing a 2-player game. Make sure there's 2 of everything on the little slots right there. 2 metal. It's also the same with bonus tokens. They're like musical chairs, though, so here's a 2-player bonus token, 3-player, 4-player. I will grab this one at random. Oh, so this is a rolled random resource. If you bring this bonus back, you're going to roll the die and get whatever it is. It's kind of like that card, actually, but all bonus tokens are one-time only. That card's good forever. So.
Got it.
Anyway, the other thing we do is we reset the first player. You are going to be first player. We move the little cube. So we are now on a red space. That means after we buy, we are going to have to fight these guys.
Okay.
And real quick, just so we know what we're getting into. We are facing some gliders. These are like crazy Mad Max hang glider dudes. 5 points of health we have to do to beat them. They are going to take away one of our blue shield cards. They're just going to reduce our defense by 1. So this card I bought is basically useless against them. You beat them, you get a resource of your choice from the supply. If you lose, you're going to have 2 injuries that you have to deal with, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But for now, that's what we're looking at. That will happen at the end of this turn. You put your people. Whoa, look at you going all in.
I might lose this.
I don't know. I mean, it's good.
It is, but I can carry 4 resources with that, and you're faster at rolling dice than me.
Oh, I see how it's going to be. Okay. All right. I'm ready for our Badlands card.
I am.
All right. Out comes Heat Wave. You have to injure 3 different scavengers. Scavengers are the people that went to the desert. So, ow.
What if I have medicine?
No, that will come in the healing phase. First, they get hurt. That means, unfortunately, your special guy.
I can't get any stuff.
Yeah, you can get it. Your people still work. Injured people. Oh, sorry, we haven't seen an injury, of course. Injured people still function. They're just injured. If they get injured again, they are dead and out of the game. The problem with injuries, though, is specialists they're not special anymore. So you are just down to 3 normal, regular, slightly bloody people. Okay.
All right.
Ready for this?
Yep.
That is an interesting start. Ooh, metal. And you can take from the middle as well. So remember that pile of stuff in the buried section is valid.
Wood.
Ooh. Yes, rope. And
Rope.
Cloth.
Stars.
No, oh, nah! Okay, so you got the bonus token. I have 1 leftover guy, so I can get 1 thing. What was I going for? I don't have any plastic yet, so I'm gonna take plastic from a guy, and these people come back. And now we're on to looting, which for you is 2 dice. For me, it's just 1.
Okay.
Whoa, wow, that was a terrible roll.
4.
Okay, I got, oh, seriously, wow. You should just roll for me in real games. This is fantastic. I got a whopping 2. I'm gonna take some screwdrivers because remember, screwdrivers can be used to add dots to your dice, and I think I'm gonna need them to fight this guy. So, okay, that is it. You are ready to start, oh wait, sorry, we bury stuff. So the old stuff is gone. The new stuff is old. And you are
said I have 1 more. Do I want, I feel like I should do medicine because my people were injured.
You did get hit pretty hard, yeah.
Okay.
And now, because it's going to be the build phase, go ahead and roll, and we'll see what you get for that.
Oh, cool.
All right, you got a cloth. It just comes right out of the supply. Boom, you got extra cloth. That goes
Awesome.
away, and you may buy stuff.
Okay. I have. Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, going big
Oh, wait.
on a spear gun.
Nope, I can keep this actually
Oh, you
because I
got it?
pay one less.
That's right, because you have cheap weapons now.
Yep.
Oh, I wish I hadn't let you have
So I
that.
put this back.
Yeah,
out,
you can go ahead
right?
and fill. I already shrunk the stuff down, so.
Wood. My tiny arms.
Well, it's kind of far away too.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's refresh the 2 and work shed. Turn 1 resource into 2 of that resource. So it's basically double something. That's pretty nice. We are going to have a fight on our hands, and I am not super excited about that. So here's what I'm thinking. I can't get 2 out of that. Dang. All right. But I can get a rope and a metal and a cloth. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the shed. It's not the most exciting thing, but these 3, rope, metal, cloth, get me the shed. Now the shed, the cool thing about these cards is as soon as you have them, they're active, so to speak. Meaning like your card immediately got you the discount kind of thing. Mine is active right now, so I roll the die, gain a resource, I got some wood. So there we go, I'm rocking a wood and a plastic, excellent. And this is gonna happen every turn. We do rotate them just to show that they've been used kind of thing. But, oh, look at that, that's awesome.
Delivery copy.
That is pretty fantastic. Okay, you have another buy if you have more resources.
And I do. I just hadn't thought about what I needed to.
You should
So even if
totally-
I'm injured, I've got enough hands to shoot all these guns at people.
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Your people are good until they're dead.
All right, great.
It's very Mad Max like that, you know.
Well, I'll just pay 1 less for this pistol.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Because that seems really good,
Yep,
and
that
I
is
have
excellent.
exactly what I need for that.
Perfecto. Oh yeah, we don't need that.
Is
rope.
that-
Yeah, we'll just toss it out once we've hit the max.
Okay, great.
Sweet.
All right.
Reload this 2 with a crossbow. That's pretty nice. All right, I am sitting on 2 resources and a little bit of scraps. I could get something. I could get wood, plastic, and anything. Is there anything that's 3 that's wood, plastic, and anything? Not so much, but I can get the barbed wire. By spending my plastic and my last 2 scrap, I will get 1 more defensive card.
Okay.
Boom, and I have 2 of them now. So that was the one I spent. Goes back there for the 2. There's no card in the game that only costs 1 scrap, so you're skipping, or passing rather, and I am as well. I'm gonna hold on to that wood for the next round, so I think we're done.
Okay.
Which brings us to the fight phase. So here we go.
Alright.
So the way this works, we're gonna fight this guy individually. We're each gonna take him on as if he's just attacking us. You're the first player, so you go first. First thing we do is look at your shields. You don't have any, so his effect is nothing for you, but you don't get any bonuses. You have 2 dice you're rolling, and you wanna get 5 points of damage on this guy. So
Okay.
roll big. You do have screwdrivers you can boost a little bit.
Okay. This is going to be the time that I don't roll high.
That's perfectly fine with me.
I
but
never
mean-
roll high when it matters. No, I did fine.
Yeah, you did just fine. So that's 4. Spin the screwdriver. Boom, you got it. You have defeated the glider. So because you defeated them, you get 1 victory point. In our game, victory points are ketchup packets because flavor is the ultimate commodity. And then you have to say it that way too. And you also,
Absolutely.
because you beat him, you also get 1 resource of your choice. So is there anything you would
Ooh,
like?
yes. Can I have a plastic?
I suppose. Boop, and that just goes right there for you. Okay, now it's my turn. Same guy. I got 5 points to deal with. Now, he takes away 1 of my shields, but I have 2. So I actually do knock him down to 4. I'm only rolling 1 die, though. This one feels more lucky. Not so much. So I have 2. I could burn my screwdrivers, but it's only going to generate 3. I can't beat this guy. It's no
Okay.
good. So I have to take 2 injuries. Now, what that means is I can spend these as injury points any way I want. I could injure both of my healthy people, or I could do an additional injury to a person, killing them.
Are they dead for real?
They're dead for real. Now, you can get more. I haven't explained that because it's late on Saturday and I'm tired. I'm going to injure 1 guy here, and I'm going to... Actually, you know what? I am going to injure... Oh, gosh, if we get another Badlands card with it, they're all going to die. All right. Sorry, buddy. Frank, it was nice knowing you. You are no longer here. So, Frank has died.
What does happen if everybody dies?
If everybody dies, I'm out of the game. So
Okay.
Now that doesn't happen very often. It's pretty forgiving, and I can generate as much medicine as I want, basically, with loot. So in theory, the trick is don't put yourself in risky situations like I just did. That's what you shouldn't do.
Okay.
So
You're just leading by example.
Yes, I'm hoping to show a lot of murder and chaos. So that was the fight phase. No, win or lose, we've done this guy. We're finished. So what happens now is we flip over the next one. The game has a level 1 bad guy, a level 2 bad guy, and then a boss with a power up. So that's what each of the 3 red spaces are: level 1, level 2, boss. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip over level 2. In 2 more turns, we're gonna be facing the Plague Wolves. They are 8-point monsters. They are worth 2 victory points, and on the turn we fight them, no one can be healed, which sucks. But they're worth a bunch of stuff and things like that. So we'll keep our eye open. They're coming in 2 more turns.
Right.
So that was fight. Now we have a heal phase. If you have medicine, now is the time to spend it to heal your people.
1, 2, 3, heal.
Yay. I didn't buy any medicine.
What are you doing over here?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd be very good in the real apocalypse. I think I'm a very bad leader, and they're following me mostly because I was there. That's all it really came down to.
All right.
Okay, that was heal. Now we have the cleanup phase, which really just means put out, looks like 1 wood token, and I think we're good. So then we put out our next bonus token, which is, the Wanderer. So this is literally Mad Max. It's a guy who's going to show up. If you get him as the bonus token, he doesn't do anything this turn, but he goes out with your people next turn. He can be a looter or a scavenger, and if he gets injured, he just disappears.
Okay.
But he's going back to the discard pile regardless afterwards. So he's out there. We switched the first player marker, so that is me. And I think we're ready to do this. Let's send out our people. Oh, my injured people. I got a bad feeling about
I
this.
really like these over here.
The little, yes, the looters, yeah. Okay, so one thing I didn't explain, and now it's definitely time to, is you can buy more people. In fact, I'll be doing that right away. You can get a regular survivor for 1 rope and 1 cloth, basically clothing and convince them to come. If you want to upgrade a person to a specialist, you can. So like if you really like my loot getter person, you can get your own. You take a healthy person, you pay the resources shown there, and you swap them out for what you call it, specialist. So,
Cool.
all right, oh, sorry, Badlands card. Never forget the bad. Oh, Sandstorm. 3 scavengers must either return to compound or be injured. And this is scavengers, people sent out in the desert. Guess who's coming home?
Not again.
Yep, more injuries, more pain and suffering.
Well, at least I can
Yeah,
bring home
you're
some
gonna get
resources.
something. So I actually can't even scavenge. So here's the deal, because I'm completely cleaned out of these people, so I don't want them to die. You can basically have whatever you want for your 3 people. You don't
Yeah.
even have to roll. You just get whatever you want.
Okay,
So.
great.
Yeah, nicely done.
That seems ideal.
Yeah, not exactly my best played game here. My strategy may be broken.
1 VP for every L. Is that?
Yes, so that's an end game card. The storehouse is basically every 2 loot points you have is going to generate you VP. Otherwise, loot doesn't mean anything. So if you have that card, loot matters.
I am pretty good at rolling for loot.
Yes.
But I only have 1 plastic right now, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, this metal wall looks good too.
Right. So you should, figure out what the 3 things you're going to want.
Yes.
Remember, you still got plastic.
Yeah, so I've got 1 plastic. I can take 2 metal, and then I get 1 more, and it doesn't really matter what it is because
You're going to use it as a wild.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay,
All right.
so then I get
Sweet. All that goodness.
my metal. I just threw those over there. Sorry.
That's fine. All right, and then the 3 refreshes. Now, that was everything you can buy, I think. So
Yep.
Let's go ahead and do our looters, because that's the one thing I can actually help with. Come on, looter. Hooray, it didn't suck this time. I
Good
get
job.
4 loots.
Oh, I got 6.
What? Seriously? Come on. There's only 1 3 on those dice. That's pretty awesome, actually.
1, 2. No, I'm gonna do 2 here and 1 more medicine. I'm gonna max out my meds.
Oh, I don't want to do 4. I really need to get 1 more resource kind of thing. Oh no, it won't matter. It's the wrong thing. Yep, I'm going 4. All right, so you have done your, oh yeah, people come back. You get your build. I have a build phase, but I can't do anything, so you're out too, so we're done with the build phase. That was a really quick one. But that does bring us to my new favorite thing, the heal phase. Yay, 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom.
1, 2, 3.
And again, we skip the fight phase because there's nobody there, so.
Right. But this is
yeah.
great. This
Yes.
feels very Mad Max.
Yes, right? You are really up against it. And by the way, you should have gotten the bonus token too, because I wasn't even in the fight, so.
So it does feel super Mad Maxy, but it's punishing But in a good way.
It
Like, I
is.
don't feel bad about the way that I'm being punished because it's happening before I'm doing all of the things that reward me.
Yes, exactly, and that's what we wanted. It's like we want it to be tough, but not just an absolute beatdown. Even me, I just had a bunch of people injured. I'm back in the game. I can get back into it. Granted, I'm one by behind you, so I'm gonna have to be pretty clever here, which this late in the day I may not be. But still, yeah, I'm really thrilled. A lot of people talk about how they really enjoy the real-time part is like, oh, and then you have to calm down and think about something, but you know there's more panic coming the next time you have to roll dice. So there's this
Right.
ebb and flow of really feels like you're kind of up against it. So. All right,
Cool.
let me make sure I'm teaching this right. We did our heal, now it's time for the cleanup. So, oh, I forgot we should have buried resources actually. All these are old and gone, and all the stuff that was new is old, and we refresh again. So there's gonna be a ton of resources out this turn. I wish I could send like 100 people, that'd be great. I don't have 100 people. Wood.
Oh, I should have bought people. That's what I should have done.
No, you're good with whatever the stuff you bought. That's good, stay over there.
And you don't have to feed your characters. This isn't Agricola.
Nope, no. There was an early version of the game where you did have to feed them. It was terrible. It was so much bookkeeping and maintenance. It was immediately like, you know what's not fun? This. Let's change everything about the game. And we did, and it got much better.
Good.
So, okay, that is the full reset. You will be first player when it matters. Send your folks out into the brave new world. Oh, please don't be another brutal card. All right, here we go.
More brutal.
Carnivorous plants injure one looter, so your looter got injured, and that
I'm
was my specialist.
good
so-
with that.
Yeah, you're good with that. Okay. Oh, and by the way, this is the round where the crazy plague dogs are coming, so
Great.
This is going to hurt a lot for me. All right, we are ready. We have our Badlands things. You want to do this?
Yep. One rope. Whoops.
Oh, come on, you got to get that.
One metal. One wood. Oh, I'm good here.
Really? Okay, wood.
One metal.
Oh, seriously. Oh, remember you got to put it on your
Where's
peoples.
the bonus?
The bonus. Sorry, put it out here.
I totally
Over
just
there.
rolled one.
What? No way. Need more metal. Need more metal. Need more
Oh,
metal.
one plus.
Oh, you are killing me on this. There's my metal. There's my metal. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, this is the worst ever. That was my rope. I need. Oh, good.
One star.
Oh, you got it. Oh, all 3 stars. Man, okay, well, good. That actually worked out for me because all my people are coming home full anyway. All right, I don't know why I went for wood. That was crazy. Rope. No, wait. Oh, you need to make sure you get enough of that. So I'm taking, there's no metal. All right, I'll take the rope.
I actually rolled one too many resources.
See, that's why you got to put them on your people.
Right.
All right, what was the last one you took? Do you remember?
I don't.
You do have 2 metal, which you probably meant to do. How about we
Oh,
mix
metal
one?
were the first 2 that I.
Okay, so don't lose the metal. Maybe
Okay, I
take
think
the
it
other
was cloth.
ones. Okay, there you go.
I guess.
I like it.
The stream could tell us, but we don't.
Right.
see the
Quick,
stream.
rewind reality, everybody.
Okay.
Let's go there. Let's go there. Okay, now we do our looter, which is only 1 for both of us, and I don't get my crazy bonus. But I did roll terrible.
I did too.
Yay, good.
I knew you'd be happy about that one.
Yep, I appreciate that a lot. I'm going to start building up for scrap because I'm going to need that a lot. Okay, all right, that means we have done our thing. We got to bury the resource. So here's where all those extra resources are gone.
Forever.
At least until we need them next time, and they age out. And then we have the build phase. You are the first, so you may buy a thing.
Okay. May I buy a thing or may I recruit survivors?
People, yeah, either
too?
way. You can recruit survivors, train people, buy things.
Okay, I want to recruit. Well, you know we're gonna fight this round, aren't we?
We are. We have a fight coming.
And it's gonna deal 5 injuries.
Yes.
Yikes.
Yep. I think I'm in a lot of trouble.
I need some shields, and I don't see anything out there.
No, you've got some fights. You got 1 shield and a
Even if we
5.
defeat it, it deals us damage?
No, if you defeat it, you don't take the damage, just get the reward.
Okay, great.
If
I'm
you
just gonna buy
lose-
weapons.
Yep, pretty much the best idea. Oh, and I have to roll my crazy resource. Oh, star, my choice.
I will buy a crossbow.
An excellent
Cost
plan.
me 1 less.
Oh, that's right. You got that early. That was a great buy. Oh, that's a victory point for every 2 fist cards at the end of the game. That could be really good for you, too.
Ooh, that would be.
Oh,
if
we
it
have a
costs
very
me.
short game. If this keeps going the way I'm afraid it's going to go. Let's see. My turn, huh? And I'm rolling in a whole bunch of nothing over here. All right. I'm going to use wood. I'm going to pretend that the one I got was metal. And I am going to get a cloth. Boy, I wish that was better than that. There's no way I can make that. Can I? Rope, cloth. Oh, I can. I can get the shotgun. Oh, yes, we need that. So, I'm buying the big expensive shotgun. It takes everything I have. 2 wood, rope, metal, cloth. Yay, shotguns. Shotguns are fun. Kids, you need to know that. Oh, I forgot I've been getting my free medicine. I'm so sorry. I've forgotten that there's a special, some cards have a little +1 at the bottom with a symbol. They generate loot when we're doing cleanup phase. So I technically should have at least 1 more, probably more, but we won't cheat too much. Okay, you get another 3. Oh no, I hope you can't afford that. That would be really good.
I would love to afford that. Unfortunately, I cannot.
Yes.
I only have 2 medals. What is this?
Okay, that's something I should have explained to you earlier. This doubles one of the resources you bring back. So what did you bring back? Do you remember? You just bought...
Oh, I only have metal left.
Yeah, but it brings back something you brought back last turn. So you just bought the crossbow, right?
Yeah.
So you had... Do you remember what you had left over?
I could have an extra rope. I definitely... My extra resource I used a rope for.
Okay. Yeah, so...
Let's just give me an extra rope.
Get an extra rope. Works for me. Boom. So does that get you anything?
2
metals and a rope. You do have some scrap.
I do.
Metal, rope.
Should have gotten wood. I need wood.
Machete. You could get the machete.
Oh, why not?
You've got the metal, you've got the rope, spend the scrap for plastic, and you get machete.
Oh, I don't have to because it's a weapon.
Oh, you're right! Oh, I totally should have gotten that card. Oh, I'm doomed, I believe, but that's okay. You know what? I may just have to injure people because they're going to get injured and die anyway. So, I am out of resources, so I'm not buying anything. I think, let's refresh the one just to see. No, I don't think you can buy anything. You only have a metal and a scrap, so.
Yep.
Okay, so thus endeth the buildeth phase, which means it's
Did you say, wait, I have a metal and a scrap?
Yeah, you have a metal and a scrap, but that would mean
I could buy the hammer because my weapons cost 1 less.
I need to not talk ever again. Oh my God, yes, you could. You could buy the hammer.
What does the screwdriver stand for?
Oh, it would generate 1 loot screwdriver every cleanup phase, and the hammer generates 1 scrap. So they're like engines
do I want the hammer
and
or
weapons.
do I want the...
Pretty awesome.
Well, I'll take one of them. I just don't know which one I want yet. Let's go with the axe. Why not?
Why not? When in doubt, go with an axe. Ooh, sales. We have 2 resource ones out there. That's not bad. But right now, we have to fight these guys. So that is it. Everyone's out of resources. It's time for the fight. You are the first player, so you must deal with them first. They're coming out with 8 points. You have 1 shield. Now, you can roll a die and add shields for every pip you roll. So guess what she's going to roll, everybody? Hey, it wasn't a 3. So you actually have 3, which means they are down to a 5-point monster now.
Okay.
You are rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got this.
Yeah, I've got it.
Do it anyway, though.
Yeah.
So here comes the first 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 1 of them. 7.
9. Rolled a 9.
Wow, and you technically even get a +1 for that, so you are officially at 10, and you get a +1 for that. Wow.
And I can re-roll and all
no threat here. All right, cool. So you get 2 ketchup packets for beating these guys. You also get 2 loot cube movements of your choice because you defeated them.
I'll take some scrap.
You are awesome. I am, unfortunately, I'm afraid, probably going to end the game for myself here because I don't think I can beat them. But let's see what we got. I got 2. Ooh, I can discard him for 2 more fights. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think I may have to because I am really nervous. It's only 1 point. I think I got to do this to fight this guy off. Man, that's rough. Okay, he's down to 7 if I just use this one. 1, 2, 3. I could injure another guy to get 4 dice. All I got to get is a couple of 2s. But dice hate me. All right, I'm gonna discard this card. It lets me roll, gets me 2 more fight power, so it's like rolling 2 more dice.
Okay.
So he's down to 7 because of this, and I'm rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did it. I probably didn't need to actually get rid of that, but I did. I killed him. Yay!
Good job.
I get 2 victory points. I'm not dead is the most important thing, because if I'd failed that, it would have totally killed my guys, I think.
You'd have been out of the game.
Yes, and that would have been bad, but I am not out yet. I'm going to take 2 more scrap because scrap is my friend, and I am much happier to be alive than I am dead. Okay, cool. Plague Wolves are gone. We don't have to deal with them. So that was the 5 phase. Now we have the heal phase, which I am very much in love with. Boom. And now we're on to the cleanup phase, which means we put everything back. How are we doing on time? Do we have time to finish, or do we need to wrap up now?
Oh, I bet we have time.
Okay, cool, because we really only have 2 more rounds, and you can see how quick they go. So.
Yeah, they should be plenty of time.
Sweet. That was what we shot for. It's supposed to be a quick game.
It is quick, but
Yes.
it's thematic. I like it a
I'm
lot.
actually a little sweaty, and I'm really nervous. I mean, I'm gonna have a hard time beating you on points. I'm also gonna have a hard time staying alive, I'm afraid. But we'll see. I have an idea. So the next thing we know is we have 1 more regular buy where we're safe. Then we have a boss battle. The way this works in the game, and I didn't actually explain it either. There are 6 of these cards in the game. 3 level 1s and 3 level 2s, and you just pick them at random, so you get some crazy randomness of what you're gonna fight. Same thing with the bosses. There's 3 of them in the game, and there are 6 of these boss power-ups, and every boss comes with one. They range from levels 1, 2, and 3, which make them worse and worse. Our boss for this game is King Colosso, a 12-point bad guy. He's worth 4 victory points. He takes away 1 of weapons, good, because you have way too many, but if we lose, he's going to do 6 injuries. And then his power-up makes him actually a 14-point monster. So
Okay.
that's what's happening in 2 turns, just so we all know.
In 2 turns.
In 2 turns, we're going to have to take a 14-point bad guy. When we beat him, that'll be the end of the game. We'll have a heal phase and a cleanup, and then we score everything. So,
Okay.
yeah. So now that we're in the cleanup phase, don't forget, you bought the one that gets you a screwdriver, and I got the one that gives me a medicine, and they happen now. Those weapons that give you the little crazy +1 generate that.
Okay, great.
So, all right, that was cleanup. We are into, oh, sorry, cleanup actually gives me first player. Scavenge phase. Let's send some people to do some stuff.
Okay.
Boy, don't die, don't die, don't die. Actually, man, do I need loot? Oh, yeah, I think I do. I think I do. Oh, boy, that's... You're crazy if this goes wrong, though. No, bring it back, bring it back. Okay.
Hopefully this isn't something terrible. Do we float the Badlands?
Oh, no, not yet. Okay, here we go. It's my own game and I'm freaking out. Ooh, hidden cache. Before scavenging, all players take 1 resource of their choice from the supply and add it to their player board. Woo!
Yeah.
We found some sweet, sweet stuff out there. I'm taking one of these. Boom. Oh, and don't forget, you have the, what's his name? Wanderer. He goes out with your people this turn.
Oh, great.
Either way you want, looter or scavenger.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
This is hard.
Which do you like the mostest?
Well, there's not a lot of weapons out there, but
Oh, darn.
I know.
That's hard. Okay. All right, I think we're ready. We got our 3 peeps. So you got 4. And your other dude. Oh, let's do this. Come on.
3 stars don't help at the beginning
No,
of the
they
game.
do not. Ah, wood. Excellent. Yes, 3 stars
Plastic.
is not my jam. Metal. Yay.
Wood.
Oh, and we need a bonus token. I'm sorry. It's going to be 2 more loot points as our bonus token, so that's pretty sweet. Anything.
Oh, there's no more wood on the board.
Oh, yeah, don't go for wood.
I just rolled 4 stars.
That's not getting you anything.
Nope.
I appreciate enthusiasm. Rope. Woo! Sweet. That is not good. That is not
Metal.
good. That's good. Oh, man. Oh, man. Come on, come on. What happened to me rolling better than you? Remember that? Remember those days when that was a thing?
Once upon a time cloth.
Yeah. Oh, bonus. I'm done.
Oh,
Woo!
darn.
So,
Well, at least I filled up all my dudes.
yeah, you guys are good. So in that case, that's a scenario where because you're full, you don't get that extra one that we used to have, so it doesn't matter anyway. You had all your stuff.
Right, 1, 2, yep. You did.
Wow, nice. Okay, I get my 3 things back. Boom, boom, boom. People come home safely. Yay, nobody died that turn. Awesome. And now we do our looting. So I have 1.
I have 2.
Yes.
5.
You have to stop at some point. You can't just do that. Actually, you can. It's really good. Man, seriously, those rolls are, that's good. That's some good stuff. Are you like a Yahtzee person? Are you good at dice games generally?
It really depends on the game.
Okay.
If it's a
okay.
punishing game, I like get nervous and the dice take their anger out on me.
Okay, because I'm going to say right now, I was like, woo, man, all right, that's good.
But for whatever reason, I guess I'm very confident
Yes, I would bring you into the apocalypse. This is going to be good. All right, so we have rolled for looting. Now it's time to bury resources. The old ones go away, new ones get old. And it is time to do some buying. So here we go. One of the, my guy was there, I'm pretty sure. Bumped him up. Okay, good things that I like. I like things that are wood, metal, and I will go ahead and spend 2 scrap for the hammer, because if I had a hammer, I'd use it on a big scary guy coming at me in the apocalypse.
That's fair.
Your turn.
I'm going to buy that armory because it seems quite good with all of my weapons.
Oh, I didn't replace the one either. Sorry, you should have
That's okay.
had the option. Oh, wow. Ooh, a wood fence. That's pretty tasty out there. I'm going to actually jump in. Even though it's late in the game, I'm feeling it. I'm going to go ahead and cash in for a new person. So one new survivor
good idea.
for a cloth and a rope.
I think I'm going to go for that wood fence. Even though I only have one resource, I'm going to spend all my scrap.
All your scrap. All right, sweet. Oh, man, you are rocking that stuff. All right, and then this goes over here. Ooh, the shield. That's kind of cool because it cancels an injury, so that's not too shabby. All right, I don't have enough scrap to buy anything right now, and nothing saved up. And I think...
I have a plastic.
Yeah, so that's that. Whew. All right, that was the build. We don't fight because we're in between. A heal phase, nobody's injured. Oh, your guy's done. Mad Max has wandered back off into the wastelands. I know, it's so sad. Which brings up to cleanup. So now cleanup phase means those ones that generate their crazy resource generate that now. So I get a medicine and I get a scrap. You get a screwdriver.
Right.
And
That's
we
fair.
refill. I know it's kind of weird, but we wanted a way to do that, and it made the cards very interesting because they're basically not terribly good weapons, but they're awesome resource generators.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I mean, they're still great cards to have. There are very few bad cards in the game. It's just that sometimes it's either too early or late in the game to really see the value of them. So.
But that's good.
Exactly. And depending when they come up, like you scored big getting the training dummy on turn 1. That was brilliant, by the way. Not that I expected anything less.
Well, you're the one that pointed it out,
know,
so you only have yourself to blame.
Why are these people in my camp? Can't you see she's doing better? All right, so now we switch. You are going to be the first player in
They're
the buy
welcome
phase.
to join my camp at any time they like.
That's good. I'm glad they'll have a home after we get demolished by the bad guy.
I mean, only because I don't have to feed them.
See, it's all about that. I put that feeding mechanic in. Okay, we are all good on that. It is time to scavenge. So
Yep.
Let's see. I don't need a ton of loot. I could use resources.
I could use some resources. Well, how many resources do I want? I also, did I get a thing that gives me victory points for loot? No, I only thought about that.
Yes, that's the storehouse over there. The victory points you're getting right now are for your fist cards, which
Okay.
are going to be pretty good. Yeah, it's 1 point for every 2 symbols you have.
Okay. There's not very many weapons out there right now.
No, this is going to be a weird round. Yeah, there is not a lot of weapons. There are some interesting, some late game VP, which is not a bad idea. Well, this is going to be the last turn, so if you want to get an engine thing going. Okay.
It's okay.
All right, so here, unfortunately, is the Badlands card that awaits us. Baron. Oh, this isn't so bad. So basically, things sometimes disappear in the desert. Each player rolls a die, 1 die, and that resource is removed from the Badlands. I rolled metal,
No,
so
you
there's 1
not.
less metal.
Oh. One less cloth.
1 less cloth.
That's fine.
All right, here's the other catch to this one. Any scavengers that return empty-handed are injured, so don't
Okay.
come home empty.
Okay.
You want to fill up. All right, and we are ready to do this.
Okay. Rope.
Wood.
That was a rope.
Wood.
No, stop.
No more wood. Ha, ha, ha.
Stop.
I took it all because I'm a big jerk. And here is... Oh,
Okay, roll the
rope. Oh,
thing I need.
yes, don't roll nothing. You just stare at it. Oh, bonus
No,
token. I forgot.
no.
We have to have a bonus token. You mean I need this one.
Roll the thing I need. Come on. Metal.
No, stay away. Ooh, ooh. Come on. It was the star. I got it. I'm done. Bonus.
No.
Woo!
I'm getting a cloth. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Now, you're saved because of the mechanic of anyone who's empty-handed does get 1. If you'd gotten 1 less resource, your dude would have been injured, but you're okay.
But
You
I get 1 more
something.
resource?
Yeah, you get 1 of those, yeah.
Okay, cloth.
All right. Oh, man, I thought I had you there. If I could have rolled that star a little quicker.
Okay.
All right. See? It's kind of crazy, right?
No, that gets like very, when the stakes are high. Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, All right, and this is the big fight. So I got to get my random resource, which is a wood. I don't think I really want that, but
I think
okay.
that by like the 3rd round, I was feeling the intensity, but now
Right.
I'm like yelly about it.
Yes, it's time to yell because it's the apocalypse.
By round 5, I'm yelly.
That's a good sign. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do our loot people. We both have
Okay.
2.
Yep.
Oh, finally. Decent roll.
6.
Really? Really? Internet, come on. What are you doing to me here? Oh my gosh, that's insane.
I'm not even sorry.
Wow. You've rolled that like 3 times. No
I
joke.
know, it's insane.
I think I gave you the good dice is what happened. That's totally my excuse for what happened.
My luck just, but you know what's really funny about this is that I spent that entire round like screaming trying to roll metal and I couldn't roll any metal, and then as
Look
soon
what
as we
happens.
walked into the next round,
Man.
Metal was like, hey,
I
girl.
don't think I rolled a single 3 the entire game. You took all the 3s. That's insane. Okay, but good for you. So now we get to see how smart we are about the rest of it. We got our loot. Oh, yeah. Spend your magic 6,
Yes,
did
I'm
you? Okay.
getting, well, I put this up.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And then I'm going to spend these 3 and the 2 to get the storehouse like I wanted.
Yep. That is a good call. Okay, so
Seemed good.
Yep, we replace it with the tavern. So that's one that won't matter this game, but if you can get one of each of the specialists, like the Holy Trinity kind of thing, it's worth victory points on top of the card itself being pretty good.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah, not gonna happen for me. So why did I get so much wood? I had a plan. Oh, I did have a plan. That was insane, but I did it. Okay. Okay, I'm spending 2 wood, a rope, and 1 crazy resource to get the wood wall.
Is there going to be a
Boom.
Mad Max 2? Do we know?
Fury Road? I've heard they're having all sorts of problems, so probably not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
Or if it is, it's going to probably be another 10 years or whatever, but I would kill for that. That was so good.
Well, I was just like, the timing of this game is obviously like you took some time after seeing the movie and really thought about it, which is
Right.
great. But a lot of people have done games
Oh, yeah, there have been tons of
similar-ish.
Yes.
But this one is the first one that I've seen that is like compact and playable in under an hour.
Exactly.
Which I
yes.
really love.
And the price is pretty good, too. It's a $40 game, not an $80 one or something
Oh,
like that.
wow.
So, yeah, you get a lot of game in a very cheap, efficient package. And seriously, we're going to finish this game in under an hour. We're not even
Yeah.
kidding. So,
Yep.
Okay, I bought the wood walls, which I hope are awesome, and you bought...
I bought the storehouse, which gives me 1 victory point for every 2 loot that I have.
Sweet. You should now spend all your loot to do more stuff. You can do another buy if you want. Is there anything else you want?
Oh. Oh, I should spend all my loot to...
Well, I mean, this is
worth
the last turn
victory
of the game,
points.
so that's true. Your loot is worth victory points, so maybe you don't want to spend. All you have is plastic, it looks like, though.
Yeah, it looks like all I have is plastic, and I don't know that anything out there is worth 2 victory points, so I might not want to. Let me double check.
The victory points are on the card in the bottom
Yeah,
corner.
the
So
ketchup bottle, right?
Yeah, yep, exactly. Lookout Tower is awesome, but it's expensive, and there's no way you can generate it because you can only
Yeah, I only
make-
have 3 total.
Yeah, 3 total. Yeah.
And all of those are worth 1 point, so it makes more sense for me to actually keep my
Yep, I think you're
things as
right because your
resources.
doubles are going to be more. Okay, and if you're not dying against the combat either. You're looking pretty good from a defensive point of
Yeah,
view.
I'm gonna
so-
put all of these up here.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Why don't you put all those up?
admire my party of
It's so good.
my spear gun, machete, crossbow, pistol, axe.
I do agree. That is pretty good. Okay, I can make. I'm in the same position. I can make 3 resources. I, however, do need things. So those are all 1 point. There's no 3.2, or rather 3 cost 2 point cards. So I am going to buy the ridiculously, hopefully not overpowered, but useful wood. Oh, it doesn't need any wood. Oh no! What have I done? Okay, I may just buy a resource card for the VP then, because it's not going to help me otherwise. So I'll get. Oh wait, I forgot my card. I had the card that gets me a thing. Come on, thing. More wood? Really? Guess what? I don't need this game. Yeah, there's no more big 2 wood cards. So, okay, I
Okay.
will do wood. I'll go ahead and spend this is metal, and I'll call this other one my spool. It goes there. There's that. No, 1 resource doesn't get me anything. Okay, this concludes our build phase, which means it is time for the fight. So, first player, have at it. King Colossal coming at you with 14 points of health.
Okay,
So first we look at your shields.
right. So I get to roll a die for that.
Yep. So,
That's only a 1,
yep, so it's 2,
but I have
3, 4,
2
yeah.
more.
It says against creatures. The creatures were the crazy monster dudes we fought over there, not
Right.
raiders. That's the classification type.
That's okay.
Yeah, still 2 points per you. So you got him down 4, so he's back to just 10.
Okay.
And this one won't help you right now. It's a VP, but you get a whole.
Right.
So you're at least rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice still. Here, you can borrow one of mine. Hopefully it rolls on 1.
Okay, but his special ability.
Yes, he reduces by 1, so you don't get mine.
Yeah.
Thank you for reading the cards.
So I get 4. That is not good.
No, that is not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But I can re-roll 2 of them.
Yes. And you'll get +1. Okay.
Okay, that was better.
Jeez. Look at the 3s, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. +1, 9. +1, 10. You did it.
Okay.
You got it. You didn't even have to use your crazy pair thing. You got it. All right, so you have defeated King Colossal. You get 2 ketchup packets. That's all he gives you, though. He doesn't have an extra benefit. He's just VP because he's just so scary.
Right.
All right. I am hitting him for 4 shields, so I got him down to 10 also. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 -1 is 3. I'm going to go and injure one of my people because the beauty of the shotgun is that it's so badly made. If I injure a person, I get to roll another die. So
nice.
basically, I'm canceling his -1. So I'm now rolling 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, and I got to get 10 out of 4 dice. We got this. We got this.
You get any rerolls?
Nope.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, really?
Did you fall one short?
Did I?
Do you
I don't
want?
have any
Do you need some of my
rerolls.
screwdrivers over here?
I would love some of your screwdrivers. Oh, Mama, don't play like the designer just did and forget that your math is wrong. All right, so didn't pull it off. Not so good for me. So I'm taking 6 injuries, which is going to be just a bloodbath. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then 2 of them die permanently.
5, 6. Oh, I'm gonna just not have a good apocalypse right now. This is not my favorite apocalypse. Okay, that was the fight. Did not go very well for me. Now we have a heal phase.
I really want to know what your favorite apocalypse is because I don't think any apocalypse is good.
Anyone but this. Yeah, I don't know, marshmallow, something like that. So I'm spending all my health to heal my people. You don't need to spend any of your health.
Nope.
We now have our cleanup phase, which really doesn't matter too much, except that these do generate your thing. So you get 1 more screwdriver. I get
Great.
1 health and 1 scrap, which is too late to do anything, and nothing else generates. Okay, that is it. We have survived the apocalypse and chased off. Well, this guy pretty much beat me up and ran off laughing. But now we're into the points phase of the game. So
Right.
points are done by, first off, all the points on your cards. In the bottom
Okay.
corner, you add up all those numbers.
So 16.
Okay, this is definitely going to be a win for you. All right, then we move on to people. Every healthy scavenger is 1 point. Every healthy specialist is 2.
Okay.
So, and then now you kick in if you have any special VP modifiers like you do. So for instance, 1 VP for every 2 fists over there gets you
So I'm at 24 now.
2 more, right? And then 1
then
VP for every 2 loot. And you
24
have,
plus 12. So that's 24 plus 6.
nice. I already have forgotten my
30
math.
points.
Well, yeah. So let's just say she wins dramatically, like seriously dramatically. Yeah, I was way too risky with my people letting them stay injured. That was a terrible, terrible idea. So yeah.
And
no,
I
it's
got a
really
head
good.
start with my training dummy.
You
so.
did. The training demo was a brilliant buy. But here's the thing. That's a brilliant move. You did it, and then look what you focused on. Exactly what you should have. You didn't get distracted. You didn't buy anything that generated you regular resources. You were all about the fight. Not a bad idea. Now, if there had been 2 more players playing with us, you might not be able to get as many of those, though.
Right.
So that
And
could have been interesting.
I noticed those going away, and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah,
because
they are in there. There
if
are
you
a
look
few
at
more
this,
weapons, right?
there's only 3 additional cards left in this
Yes,
deck
level
right
2
now.
only has 3, yeah. I think we got 1 more weapon in here. Yes, we had the slingshot in here, and I think we had a couple of really big ones in
No
level
more
3.
weapons
Yeah.
in pile
Nope,
2.
level 2 has no more weapons. Level
And-
3 had a couple of good ones.
Oh, level 3 had a flamethrower in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a barricade and a rifle.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, there's some good
yeah, it
stuff in
has
3.
some really good stuff.
Yeah, so it's
But-
not that we were out, but it would have been the same sense you get of starvation from this is in this deck too. You're never quite going to get what you want. You're always going to be like, oh, please, why did you buy that out from under me? 'Cause
Yeah. It's always
that's
going to be
what you do.
really competitive in a 3 or 4
Yes,
player game.
exactly,
So.
exactly. And I do have to say, this is probably the worst game I've ever had personally, so good job. And how many 6s? Seriously,
I know.
how many 6s?
I
did
got
you
really
roll?
lucky.
No, that was definitely your jam. This was really, really good. You did
My
an excellent job.
post-apocalyptic cakewalk.
Yep, yep. My people are like, hey, thanks for saving us and all, but we're gonna go over here where she has, food and things. So yeah, there you go. That is what Remnants looks like. Obviously, we didn't go through all the Badlands cards. We didn't go through all the development cards. As I
Right.
said, there's the extra bosses and everything. So there's a lot of different combinations you're gonna get, and how things hit you when is really gonna change the game. Like having that early hit where I had to send 3 guys back. That was brutal. I lost a whole
Yep.
turn on that. So I hope it doesn't shuffle that way next time. But there you go. That is it. It is out now. It actually came out last week. We've been sent out the show like gangbusters.
Oh, yeah, I
and,
bet.
It's been on BG Hotness and all that stuff. We're super excited. It's a $39.95 game that I'm super proud of what we did. There's a lot of gameplay in here, I think, and a lot of different paths to victory. That's one of the things I really like. Is obviously all weapons went really good for you, or primarily weapons, but you were also like, get the VP that helps you with weapons, get the boosters.
I think this is my favorite Fireside game so far.
Yay!
Seriously. Like,
Awesome. I love
it's
it.
great.
That's fantastic. I've had more than one person say that. That makes me
Yeah.
very happy.
And I really love the firefighting game, but
Wow, we're moving up. We're just ratcheting up.
this tops it.
Yep.
It's really good.
Awesome.
I really love the way that you tied the mechanics
Right.
to the feel of the
Yes,
game.
yes. The panic, the fact that I need a shower now.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually panicked. I felt the resource scarcity despite winning the lottery every single turn.
Yeah, you did really good. You were still worried, and I mean, it was a couple of times. Yeah. So no, I'm really pleased with how it came out, and that's one of my favorite parts. I feel we've actually caught the theme in something that I haven't seen in a lot of other games that are trying to do the Mad Maxy thing. We freak you out a little bit here. So.
You do.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Pleasure as always.
We have about 8 minutes left, so I can ask you game design questions.
Ooh, that is tough.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. What do you want to know?
I want to know. Can I see some of those cards over there?
Totally.
The bad.
The
ones
Badlands,
ones?
yes. Okay, here are the ones we didn't see.
Cool.
Here are the ones we did. And then if you are interested, here's the things that we didn't see. Bad guys.
Oh, I like the carnivorous plants one.
Right.
That's pretty interesting.
Yep.
And of course, an oasis is pretty neat.
Yes, well, that was a good one, right? So there's more creatures, more raiders in the regular basic cards, and then the bosses get crazy. So we fought the easiest boss in the game, just so you know. Yep.
The Duke.
The Duke is pretty frightening because A, he's bigger and scarier, but look at his special power.
Draw a second power-up card at random.
Yes, so you're going to get
Whoa.
just one of these. So there's levels 1, 2, and 3, and you can pick which level you want, but you're getting it at random. Now, if we pick level 1, obviously there's only one, but you're getting things like, reduce the defense by 2. He's literally going to take away 2 of our shields. Or before fighting, you have to injure 3 of your people. Or
Ouch.
lose medicine, which means you're going to have a harder time healing after the fight. Or one of the really scary ones, he has a bodyguard. You literally have to fight a 12-point monster before him, then you fight the bodyguard. I mean, the main guy. Or just lose one of your weapons or one of your defensive cards.
Just sometimes things get really dark.
Yes, it's the apocalypse. It is not a happy, shiny, fun time. He's really scary because even though his health isn't that high, that second power-up is such a big swing in terms of like, whoa, he could be really scary. And then my kind of favorite is the Scream Queen. She's just
really
awesome.
cool looking.
And she basically injures your specialist, which forces you to heal them if you want the points back kind of thing. And she deals out a ton of pain in terms of loot and damages if you can't beat her, so.
Yeah, she seems really good.
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges that you had with this game, with the first iteration? Because you made
gosh.
2 iterations,
Right.
and what were some of the interesting things that came up?
One of the biggest problems we had is the very first thing was we had this. So Ben and Matt came to us with essentially the dice rolling real-time mechanic, and it was a very clever little game. But we really felt it needed more. There wasn't enough to like build. It was you got resources, you brought them back, and you built. But what you built just wasn't really engaging enough. And one of the problems was it felt like you built everything you could really quick, and then it was just repeat until the game is over. I worked on doing more with that. We went through a couple different themes. One of them was a sort of steampunky escape of dying world kind of thing, where you built this crazy contraption that could go over land or water or air with these different terrain cards. And while it was neat, it ran into the same problem of kind of, okay, I can do this, but the adventure wasn't very good either. The other thing is we realized it felt a lot like another game out there in terms of certain parts of it, and we're like, well, let's skip it. We don't want any confusion or stuff. Right. So then we moved on to one where you built a physical compound. Like you actually built little 3D walls and you put little weapons on them. Very Mad Maxy. Like you would put your people in certain areas to have them do things. Very micromanagey and not fun. It was just, And also, you felt like you built everything by turn 3. The rest of the game was kind of boring. So I basically, we were on one of our tours. I was on a walk, beating my head against a wall, and about 3 hours later I came back and I'm like, I have an idea. Scrap the whole thing. We're going to build everything we want via a deck of cards. We're going to change how the compounds work, and we had this loot system that came up, and all of a sudden everything started falling into place, and it just got more and more fun, and that's when we knew this is the way. So what was the biggest challenge? Integrating some kind of the theme with the core mechanic of what they had given us, which is so good, with what you do with it. How do we take these fun resource gathering and spend it in an engaging way?
So at what point in the game design process did you realize this was the right theme for it?
Very late, actually. I mean, obviously it's been in production for months and months, but I would say, oh my gosh, I've been working on and off for at least probably close to a year. And then we hit that point where it's like, this is what's going to work. Yes, don't worry about building little 3D minis. As cool as that were, little 3D cardboard towers and stuff, that's cool, but it's not as cool as getting to this part. This feels way better.
Well, this just is fun, right?
Yes.
Like that's just it. I was talking about this on Twitter the other day, which was that, you can design the most well-designed game in the world, and it can still be not fun.
Yes, I have had that. I have played award-winning games and gone, why do people like this? So,
Right.
It's interesting.
And not every game is for everybody,
No, of
but
course not.
this it's a lot of fun.
It is,
It's
right?
undeniably fun.
Right, and I'm really pleased because I feel like we're doing something a little different here. The real time mixed with the engine building and then this weird fight you have to get ready. I've never seen this combination in anything that I can think of.
I haven't either.
Very good, awesome. And like you said, it's fun. I don't know how many times I've demoed this, and I still have a good time. I still get sweaty when I know I'm in front of it. It's a hoot. I like this one a lot.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on the live
Thank
stream.
you. It was fantastic. Good time as always.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you around for the next stream in about 30 minutes here.